Shalom, brothers and sisters in Christ. I pray that all is well with you, your families, and your ministries today. I'm here to share a brief dream with you. Okay, this dream took place on the Sabbath. It was December 19th, 2020, and I've been meaning to share it with you. But since I'm returning now, I'll go ahead and share, family. Okay, I'm going to call this dream either a rapture, catching away, or gathering dream, because that's what I felt like it was. I was in some type of flea market or mall setting. It was indoors. It seemed like a flea market, but I was indoors. And I had merchandise set up on a table to sell. And people were walking by. I remember having a sandwich in aluminum foil. The sandwich, just like I made it at home, a turkey and cheese sandwich. So I was preparing to have lunch. So maybe, like I said, it was a daytime setting. Maybe this was around noonish. But there was some people that were at my table. They had left a towel. I think it was a red towel on the table where my merchandise was set up. And I felt like I saw something evaporating or beginning to smoke. And I called over to a man and his son. I think in the dream they looked Caucasian. I can't be sure, but I asked did he leave a towel. But then I noticed that more items on my table began to smoke. And I got nervous and I thought, is this some type of attack? Is something bad about to happen? So I dropped down on the floor, on the ground. I was prepared to go up under the table. It's a strange dream. And as I got down, I remember saying, "Dear Jesus, Yeshua," calling on Yeshua's name because for some reason, I was fearful in the dream, but I was calling on his name. And then I felt something say, I believe it was the spirit of truth, find a safer place to hide. So I got up and things were still smoking around the table. And there were I guess areas set up with partitions that I could go and maybe hide behind. And so I moved, but then I decided to just go outdoors. So I went outdoors. It was daytime. And at that point, I started being lifted up higher and higher and higher. I kept being lifted up towards the sky. And as this was happening, I was looking down because I could still see what was going on. And, I could see the mall area. So I just kept being lifted up towards the sky. And I felt like this overwhelming peace. Like I didn't want to return back to my table at the flea market. I didn't want to return back to my life as I was being lifted up. And I perceived in the dream, this is the rapture. I'm being raptured. Although I was just going up in the sky. It was a beautiful, bright blue sky and just a clear sunny day, and I was being lifted up and I had no desire to go back down. So family, I'm going to call this, I don't have rapture dreams often, but I would say this is a rapture dream because the last rapture dream I recorded here on this channel and I was stuck here. I was not lifted up. So this dream gave me more hope. I continue to stay in prayer for our King's return. I can't even say how it's actually going to be, but we know that every eye shall see him, every ear shall hear. We shall all see him coming in the clouds. So but I still see this as a rapture dream. And then the overwhelming peace that engulfed me, my spirit. I knew that there was nothing here on this temporal earth that I wanted to return to, not even my turkey and cheese sandwich, because I was ready for lunch. But I just thought that was a powerful dream, and I really loved the part that when I fell down to the ground, because I was afraid something was going to happen, I called on my King's name, and that was a wonderful feeling because I knew he was my strong tower. Okay, family in Christ. So I pray this dream has blessed someone. I just know we're getting closer and closer, family in Christ. We should be ready. We should be ready for the new reign in Christ. We know that this was the false reign. We know that this wickedness and the fallen state that this world is in is not a permanent place. This is temporal. So we should be continuing to look up because our redemption draweth nigh. Again, I pray this dream has blessed someone. I love you, family in Christ. And we'll talk soon. Shalom.